My Internet. Find staff information underneath that Catholic Network Australia. Enter with your CathEdNet credentials. It should be surname dot first name, and your password will be provided by your instructor here. Once you actually get on here, you may change your password. It's simply there, type in the password you were supplied with and re-enter yours twice. What we're going to have a look at here is the educational resources. Two educational resources here, ACARA, National Curriculum. Look at that later. Today we're looking at Scootle, which has a lot of learning objects and learning resources that you can embed in your teaching. Once here, we've got a lot of things. These icons up here are very important. So these icons up here tell us the type of resource that you're looking at. Whether it's a learning object, that's an interactive thing, just an image, just audio, just a film, a collection, so they can be bundled up with a whole lot of them, teach resources, or assessment resources. If you want to search, it's as simple as typing in a search thing up here, but the first thing that you should do is make sure we go to learning paths and ensure that you have some what we call learning paths. Down here, it's got my learning paths. Currently I've got a chemistry, human biology, ICT, and religion. You need to create one now. That's the best thing to do. You can create them later, but it's best to create one now. So just create one by clicking on the Create New and give it a name, Engineering. So maybe pick a topic of a subject you are teaching. And you'll see that down here now I have engineering with nothing in it. I want to find some resources to put it in. So let's try engineering. I'm looking for structures. So I've just typed in structures and search. Comes up with quite a few things. Learning Federation object, 22,800, etc., and all these. Lots of things to look at. Let's refine it a bit. I'm only interested in years 7 and 8. Whoops. Let's get rid of all levels and just choose 7 and 8. The learning area I'm particularly looking at is technology. Refine the search. You can see it's now found 10, so it's much better to start with. 9 learning objects, 1 web resource. It's got some here that are photos, a film, a learning object, etc., etc. If I know what they are, if I've seen them before, all I simply need to do is choose them, by ticking them, and I can add 2 items to my learning path. Notice if I go and choose a third one, I'm going to add 3 items to my learning path. Comes up here, here's the things I chose before. So I want to add that to my engineering. What do I want to call this one? This is investigation or structures, do a description, etc., etc. Don't need to add the learning path. And you see now, when I go to learning paths, under engineering, I have a learning path here, and it's simply those 3 items that I chose. What's the important part now? I need to be able to share this with people. So I wish to share this with my class. This code is the important bit, so I'm just going to copy that. I simply go to my classes page. Here I have information already. I need to edit this. You see I already have a link to Scootle that always stays the same. I'm just going to add text block, paste that in there, give it instructions. Simple as that. Save it on there. And next. So right now I've got access to the Scootle learning resource, and I've got this item there, so the student would copy that, click on here, put in the code, log in, and because it knows it's me, I'm logged in here. You don't ignore that. They don't need to be logged in. It just automatically will take them directly in here, where they'll be able to access those ideas that they had a look at that you've put up there for them. From that point on, they can go on to those activities. Thank you.